Business owners are reaching their wits' end in trying to mitigate the impact of continued blocks of power outages. In the Boerkaap, new pharmacy owner Nurain Kader says they could still formulate some sort of plan to keep operations going during 2 hours of load shedding. But when stage 6 hit, it became draining on finances.
We had to literally close up the gate and the doors each time. And then we invested in a UPS so that we could power up the internet and then, function on tablets and laptops. That worked out for a while. It's supposed to have given us the 2 hours, but then because of how frequent load shedding was, the UPS wasn't holding, so it went from 2 hours to an hour. And then so we sort of traded for the first hour of load shedding, and then we couldn't trade for the second hour.
She's not the only one that's trying to run a business post-pandemic. In the hub of Cape Town's nightlife and its restaurant scene, both employers and staff are suffering as a result.
We do have an inverter, but it can't really pick up everything in the restaurant. So most of the things are not working in the restaurant, and sometimes the card machines don't work due to the network. So people can't really pay their bills, then they end up leaving. And when they come back, us as waiters, sometimes if they come back and do pay the bill, they don't pay the tip anymore. It's just paying the straight bill. So we end up losing money.
The hospitality industry body, FIDASA, says it's unfair to an industry that's coming out of 2 years of very damaging COVID-19 restrictions. It's urged government to understand that this industry is one of the major catalysts to job creation in the country.
Sadly, those most damaged are the smaller hospitality businesses that do not have the capital to invest in alternative energy supplies, such as inverters or generators. The inconsistent and erratic electrical supply also makes it difficult to keep one's fresh produce from going off. So as a result, many small establishments are having to buy daily stocks of produce instead of buying it in bulk, which is causing the low of profit margins and added problems of commuting to have to buy stock daily. And for those who invest in inverters, generators and the like, the additional capital costs and monthly costs of purchasing diesel are eating into profits, which are already squeezed due to the significant inflation rises for food.
I think as a city of Cape Town, we have been privileged to offer our city-supplied areas with a lower level of outages in Cape Town. However, with the frequency of outages recently, we don't have sufficient lead time to recharge our system, that being pumping the water back up the dam, to work it through Steenbras hydropower, and then to offer that to our residents. So that is there if we have a sufficient lead time. We've also activated a disaster risk management team in the event that it's required. When there is an impact on our infrastructure, when we're looking at our sewer pump stations, how we treat our water, these are important pieces of infrastructure that should be operating the way it should.
The embattled power utility says there's no further update other than stage 4 rolling blackouts from Tuesday morning at 5 a.m. for the rest of the week. Vanessa Puna, SABC News, Cape Town.